Good morning. It's February Boy here to update you on a lot of stuff, I guess. A few things. Went to a cardiologist yesterday. Pretty much my driving days are over after 51 years of driving and really longer, but I didn't get my license till I was 21, but I drove before then, but that's a different story altogether. But anyways, it's not a problem. I'll be fine. Um, yeah, it's the way it is. You start to, when you're driving and you're going from point A to point B, and then you don't know how you got to A, and you drove there, but you don't know. You don't remember anything on the way. I mean, I used to. I'm a very observant person, so I usually notice a lot of things, different freaking cars, license plates of out-of-state vehicles and stuff like that. I don't. I'm not doing that anymore. So, anyways, it was time, and the cardiologist's office. She said she usually has to end up taking people's keys or trying to force them to give it up. She said she likes the idea that I understand the situation. I mean, I suffer from, most people know that the congestive heart failure. So, don't want to have an episode while I'm driving and hurting somebody. So it's a mutual thing. So that I don't want, have that on my head or on my kids' heads. So anyways, so no more driving. So that's fine. I'll be good. Using a lot of delivery services now, anyways, for my groceries, and I don't like going places, anyways. People that really don't know me that well, I don't understand that I actually suffer from social anxiety, which means that I don't like to be around people a lot of people. Anyways, I mean, my kids and things like that I'm good with, but and grandkids, I'm good with all that stuff. So, but anyways, that's the deal. Everything else seems alright. Blood pressure's a little up, but been a pretty stressful last 4 months. So yeah, just gonna keep an eye on it for her, and if we need to add some more medications, which it's not adding anything. It's just upping the dosage on the one. But if people only knew, I take about 7, 8 medications as it is. So medications, too many for me. I don't like the idea, but that's the way it goes. When you get old, that's what happens. But anyways, besides all that stuff, that's about all about my health stuff and everything. I'm gonna be just fine. I'm gonna deal with it. Hopefully, it gives me more time to do more videos. I ain't gonna be driving anywhere. But anyway, also, all right. Well, I got some few things I want to say. I mean, I am really sad about the shootings in Nashville and then now in Louisville. So Louisville's my hometown, so no, I wish there was something that can be done about these things, but I know we can't control what people do. I mean, I don't know how that would work. I mean, everybody says put gun control. Okay, what good is that going to do? They're going to get guns somewhere. So I don't think that's the answer. But that's just me. That's my opinion. But I'm praying for the people, the victims, and their families in Louisville and in Nashville both. I hope things kind of calm down here soon. I mean, it's been like a lot of shootings. It needs to stop. Um, also, I'm talking to somebody the other day. This person decided that she didn't want to go to do her nails or things like that anymore because she didn't trust the nail salons because there's been a lot of talk about the health risk in these nail salons and beauty salons because of the chemicals are not being changed out the way it should be. I'm not saying they all are like that. I'm just saying there is a few. So how do you know which ones and which ones are not? We don't know. So basically, and then this some other person told her that she was following the government, and it has nothing to do with the government. It's following a health problem. It's a health issue. People, if you want to do whatever you want, but don't tell somebody else they're following the government because that don't work. If it was me, it definitely wouldn't work because I don't follow the government for anything. So I think all politicians are crooks. All politicians are crooks. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on. Right now, my thing is I'll be glad when the millennials and Gen Zs and Gen Xs and all these other ones learn to take over this country and get rid of all these old guys that are in these offices, political offices, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't care. They're just battling against each other instead of working together. So we don't need that anymore. It needs to stop. I don't like to get into political stuff, so that's about all political stuff I'm going to say about. I do want to say one thing. People need to understand that there. If you have this is not about my health. That's about anybody's health. If you have an issue with a problem, and you're having, let's say, pains or you're having issues, don't sit around and wait to find out what's going on with you. Get to the doctors, let them check you out. A lot of it's for your peace of mind and to make sure there's nothing going on wrong with you. And you might not know this, but 2016 I had a stent put in. I didn't have a heart attack. I had a upper stomach issue. My stomach was hurting. So I went to the doc, and then they ended up finding out I had a 100% clogged artery. So never had a heart attack, never had, any of this issue. So, just by me going there because of a stomach problem, which, it probably saved my life. And I've lived a little bit longer than, what I was meant to live. Also, to touch on a little bit of more things, I know the loss of my sister and my dad, it was more expected because he was 88 years old and he had a lot of health issues for a while. But my sister was unexpected. There would have been nothing personally that I could have done, my siblings could have done, because nasty old cancer is nasty. It's the worst thing that can happen to a person. I mean, you could have told her to go to the doctors sooner. It wouldn't have made no difference because it was already in her body. I mean, I think even because she had an issue with it a little over a year or two ago before that, and there was no way that anybody could have saved her. There was nothing we could have done. because once it gets into your body, I don't think people realize, once it gets into your body, you can't stop it. You can do all the chemo, you can do all the stuff that it wouldn't have helped, because it was already into her stomach, into her thyroid, into her brain. And once it got to the brain, she was stage 4. There was nothing. It just moved aggressively. It was fast. And I know a lot of people think, oh, well, God turned his back on her. God didn't turn his back on her. God helped her with her pain. He decided it was time for her to come home. He didn't want her in pain. Even if, let's say, even if she would have was able to do chemo and all that stuff, that's not a way to be. That quality of life is gone when you start doing that stuff, especially when it's that bad. So people they can say all they want. Well, if I'd have did this, or I'd have done that, or God's let me down. That's not true. It's not true, and that's my opinion. The ones that want to argue or anything, don't, because I'm not going to argue with you. That's my opinion. I says, if it's your time, it's your time. I'm not going to blame my doctors, my kids, for not getting me to the doctor soon if something happens to me. That's the way it is. If God says it's time for you to come home, you're going to come home. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are not religious, but I don't care. I am, but I won't push it down your throat. So that's all I can tell you right there. But anyways, I think I said a lot today, and now I don't even know how to, how do you say it? Put a title on this video, because I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. And by the way, I am probably one of the saddest persons about losing my sister. I mean, people don't understand that. They can say whatever they want, but she was my friend most of all, because I could talk to her where I can't talk to some of the rest of them. That was my thing. I talked to her 2 or 3 times a week. So yes, I miss her. Miss her a lot. Basically, we was about 1.5 years apart. So I went around her longer than everybody else. They can say whatever they want, but I was actually, she was my, if besides having a wife that was been my best friend, she was my second best friend. So she was always my best friend, because for one thing, I never had an argument with her. Never, ever, ever had an argument with her. Didn't need to. She was a good person. But anyway, enough of this. You guys have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe, share. YouTube. I need some more likes and shares and subscribers. I would love it. I mean, because this is what I'm going to be doing a lot more of. It's called lockdown mode. To me, that's hey, that's a good idea, lockdown mode. Okay. But anyway, you guys have a good day, and God bless you.